Deckhands, anchors away! Hello everybody, I figured I'd take some time out of sailing the Seven Lakes here, my new usual day job, to answer some of your popular questions. So I brought some Jack Diagonals here to drink to make sure I'm telling the truth. And we're going to answer exactly 96... Jack, how many questions?
97.
97 questions. Alright, 3 pages. We're going through every single one here. What airsoft field do you play on? Panther Airsoft in Surrey, BC. Where did you get that Juggernaut mask? This was asked 18 times. It's my buddy Cooper's why did you stop playing the game? It's extraordinarily painful to get shot at that much. How are you still alive? Beating heart combined with breathing is usually a really good way of not dying, and I do that almost every day. How's life? Genuinely pretty good. I mean, we're just here on a boat, relaxing at a lake, drinking. It's Captain Morgan's, not Jack Diagonals. Seriously, how do you get your sniper so quiet? What all have you done to the internals? It's honestly not a lot different than stock. I put a little bit of muffling inside the barrel so you don't get an echo of when you shoot, and it's at a really low FPS because the BBs are so heavy, so it's just naturally quiet. What are the rules for airsoft guns in Canada? I'm looking to play. From what I've heard, you're not allowed to have full metal guns or even fully painted guns, and RPM is a little wonky from what I've heard as well. I actually don't know for sure, but I can ask someone who I know pretty well knows stuff. Elliot?
What was the question?
What are the rules for airsoft guns in Canada? What's the rules about them being, like, clear or not clear? Isn't it just for importation?
It's pretty much importation covers your entire law on that. 366 FPS to 500, you're allowed a realistic-looking firearm. Replica firearm, that is.
There you go. 366 to 500 FPS, you're allowed a realistic-looking firearm. Gun, airsoft, BB, war, gun. You know what I mean. Up next, Dayton, I'm wanting to start playing airsoft, and I need a good loadout, but for like $400. Could you help me out? G&G Combat Machine SRXL is the one that I used, and it was really hot, dude. And I was asked like 9 times, apparently, according to this piece of paper. Will you say Heckin' Bork? Where do you buy all your airsoft guns? A lot of them I get from companies who want me to promote them, but the rest of them I get off of Craigslist. You can get some pretty damn good deals for pretty damn cheap off of Craigslist, boys. I'm trying to get a good CQB rifle, and want to know what I recommend. I don't play CQB, but I go with a pistol. They're small, they can shoot just as good as a tiny little semi-automatic sort of thing, and they fit in your hand. What's that plate carrier you're using? No idea, stole it from Poy. What was the most fun experience you've had playing airsoft? What would you rate the MB01 on a scale of maple syrups to 10 maple syrups? I've no idea what gun that is. People assume I know what every airsoft gun is, and I honestly don't. I know like 20 different airsoft guns. Most of them are bolt-action snipers, but the MB01 is not one of them, if it is a bolt-action sniper. And the most fun experience? Operation Red Dawn, sitting on top of a firehouse rooftop, calling out targets and watching people around the field move around and take people out was pretty damn interesting. It was pretty damn... What'd you put your hand up for, Elliot?
It's been a fucking fart noise in the background.
God damn it, Kyle. Okay, why don't you give the Juggernaut some bracers? Like, arm protection? Because I'm not weak. Can you increase the amount of memes in your videos? We're already at an all-time max. I don't want to push it too far, man. How are you such a meme lord? Well, I push my memes to the max. How bad does it hurt to get hit? Depends where you get hit. If you get hit in the tip, play the clip.
Ow! Oh, that was the tip! Oh, that was very close! His head is... His face is red!
How are you feeling right now?
Where'd you get him?
In the dick. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
That was painful. If you just get shot normally, play the clip.
Happy birthday, Laura.
Get wrecked! What a twist! Oh, man! Happy birthday, Laura!
Oh, no!
The bait! Laura was the bait!
I understand.
See, that wasn't painful. But how or why did you get into airsoft? And is it a hobby for you? Now it's a job. Thankfully, we are doing well enough with the House Gamers Industries that I am able to make this a full-time job for now. With you guys' constant support, it can happen. And why did I start? It was just a natural progression of going from, like, Nerf to Airsoft. And when I was younger, I played Nerf a lot, and paintball was too messy and expensive. What's your opinion on kids playing Airsoft? They're the future of the sport. If you don't... I was gonna say caress them. If you don't help them through the world of Airsoft, they will not learn the correct way to play. Thank you, Dayton, for not saying caress them. When is Jack doing his face reveal? Well, I mean, I can just show you what he looks like. He's probably gonna blur it in editing, but this is what Jack looks like. Jack, are you gonna blur it?
Yep.
All right. Well, there you go. I definitely just hit the steering wheel. That's probably still pointing in a general direction of me. Okay. Will I ever make gear or an airsoft gun? That's a secret. What was your first airsoft gun? A Well L96. Bolt action, I had one magazine and a speed loader, and boy did I have a lot of fun. I didn't even have a sidearm. It was pretty intense. Will you ever come to Ireland? I think the max 320 FPS would be a fun challenge. I don't see why not. That seems like a pretty good challenge, actually. Can you imagine sniping with only 320 FPS? Dude, that'd be rough. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yes, SpongeBob. I have 100 pounds. What pistol should I get? I don't know. I don't know a lot of pistols. I know the Elite Force 1911 is pretty damn cheap and pretty damn good. See if you can get that. What is a Juggernaut mask made of? Pure memes. Just compressed into a yellow mask. It gets pretty hard. How did Dayton become so aesthetic? Aesthetically pleasing? Aesthetically displeasing? You just said, how did Dayton become so look? I don't know what this means, Jack. He shrugged. Hey, do you know of any good fields in eastern Washington, particularly near Spokane? No. I'm Canadian. No. Will you ever do some tours to some events? Like, No Rick came to that Russian one. They gave me Novrich, not No Rick. And yeah, sure, I could do that. If you guys can point out some stuff, message our Facebook. I'll see if I can come by. Will you ever play on some huge building, like in a slaughterhouse?
Hang on, I need to make a comment. The original comment was, will you ever play in some huge building, like those buildings that they cut pigs in? I don't know what they're called. And so I wrote in slaughterhouse.
I don't know. I guess tell you what, at this moment on, if there is an event around the world that says, guys, we're having an airsoft event in a slaughterhouse, I'll see if I can make my way over there to go play in a slaughterhouse for you. But at the moment, I don't know of any slaughterhouses / airsoft fields. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I'm feeling it, dude. When will Canada be making you its ambassador to the world? 2020, when I run for Prime Minister. What's your phone number? Our phone number is this. Please give it a call. That's House Gamers Industries phone number. Give me a call. I'll see if I can answer it, my dude. Can you go to Minnesota? I can, yeah. Where is there places to airsoft in BC? Panther Airsoft, there's like Bigfoot, there's a couple other bits, and there's always stuff happening around all over the place. But I'd recommend Panther Airsoft. Not only because they give me free entry and support the House Gamers channel, but it's a massive field with a lot of fun fields to play on their field. Are most of your guns custom? I guess, yeah, but that's just because I've painted them and stuff. Usually when they're sent to me, they're stock, because I like to show you guys what it's like when you get a gun to go play with it. How do you join Airsoft game in Canada? Show up. Give them money. That's it. What Tim Hortons coffee is the best? Large double-double. It's the perfect ratio between coffee, sugar, and cream. Go get that. What I usually get at Tim Hortons is a large coffee double-double, and then I'll grab a 4-cheese bagel, toasted with half cream cheese. Because if you order too much cream cheese, it's just like you're just getting cream cheese with a side of bagel. And you don't want that. You want yourself a bagel with a side of cream cheese. Would you consider going to Florida one day? Yeah, I don't see why not. Seems like a wonderful place. Hey, have you made videos with Node? Hell yeah, I have. Roll the clip! That was a clip of it. What software do I use to edit? Power Director 14, although I might move away from it because it's not a hell of a lot of a good program as of recently because it's been crashing. But it runs miraculously on my laptop perfectly. I don't get it. Do you like the Crytek SPR? It's a god. What is your favorite type of music? I really like EDM. This was asked twice, actually. I really like Deadmau5. That was a fish. Deadmau5. Don Diablo's good. It's, basically, if it's electronic, it's deep house, it's house in any way. I like it. Should I get the CYMA M14 or Lancer Tactical M4? I really like the look of M14, so I'm going to say go with the M14. Dayton, will we see some funny moments video? Although your videos are already funny. Maybe, yeah. If I've run out of content and I need to make a video for you guys, we'll make you guys a funny moments video. What happens to your spare guns and such? They sit in my closet and I look at them. Just sort of look at them and say, wow, what a great sort of collection of guns. Next time you come to Portland, can you have a meetup? Oregon Airsoft Arena is usually where I go. The owner of Oregon Airsoft Arena is a really good guy, and I like to go down there. So next time I'm down there, I'll let you guys know and we can go hang out. On to page number 2. Beer! That's going to be so shooken. We're going to hold on for a second before I have that beer. Is the Tokyo Marui Mark 23 really worth it? Have you seen my videos? Dude, if you have the opportunity to get a Mark 23, get it. How do HPA guns work? You take a gas gun, and instead of putting CO2 or green gas through it, you put high pressure air, and it goes pew, 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 and the BBs come out. Fellow Canadian, just wondering, what province do you live in, and can you get some winter gameplay? I already have some winter gameplay up, dude, and I'm from British Columbia, from Vancouver, actually. Is the moon made of cheese? I've never been there, but everything I've read up about it proves that fact within a percent of 100%. I'd say yes, it's pretty much cheese. Can you play TTT again? This was asked 7 times. Yes, we can do more TTT. In fact, we may have recorded it, and it may be in the hopper to be edited and put out to you guys. How's your day? Dayton, why are you so hot? Is it because you're Canadian? No, it's very sunny out, and I'm wearing a dark t-shirt. Do I speak French? Je suis la petite poisson. No. How do I get in the Q&A? What made you want to become a sniper? I really, really like being able to see the one BB fly into the target and see them not call it. That's honestly my favorite thing ever. So the only way I could get that happen was by being a sniper, bolt action sniper. So I used it. Sometimes they call it, and that's also fun, but it's even more fun when they don't. What pistol do you recommend if you don't need it to be silent? I just recently got the KWA 45 from what are they called?
The Elite Force?
Elite Force, that's what they're called. And it's been running me pretty good. And also the Elite Force 1911 is also pretty hot. I'd say check out either one of those. How can you afford to keep making videos? With support from you guys, the support on our Patreon, to all of our different live streams with donations, and just through making videos for you guys, we are able to keep this stuff going. Also, sales of apparel, such as this sexy t-shirt, and Jack, your hat, our patches, that also helps to promote the channel and help it stay alive. Good catch, Jack. Where was I? Will you be going to Extreme Airsoft Crazy 8 event in Rhode Island? Probably not. I have no idea what that is. You guys need to send me information before the event happens for me to be able to schedule me going to it.
I have that comment also had something about they sent us information, but I never got an email. You apparently never got a message on Facebook or anything, so... contact@housegamers.ca. Send us information to there and we will get it. If it's on Facebook or it's on Instagram, there's a chance that we won't see it. When is there going to be a Sexy House Gamers calendar? I'll have to work on my poses, but we can get that out to you guys, don't worry. Could you update us with some info about your pets?
Currently, I own no pets. Only Lex, the dog, which is my sister's. Will you be expanding your sniper horizon? Will you be buying some sniper rifles? Yeah, I want to try out a couple different sniper rifles coming up here, but you guys will see them when we get them. Don't worry. What is your favorite part of being a juggernaut? The immense pain that no, that's the part that I don't like. Just walking around and being invincible is pretty damn fun. Where are you in Canada? I'm in the US right now, actually. Do you have a pet rock? Currently, I have no pet rocks. Where did you get the Airsoft M240? I stole it from my buddy Cooper. Is G&G a good brand? Yes, all their entry-level stuff is pretty damn good. It's hard to break, and it'll actually run you for a while, and for entry-level stuff that's cheap, it's actually got some pretty good performance. SSG versus VSR. That's a video that's coming up. Are you Novrich? Hello, guys. What was your most painful injury? The most pain I felt at Airsoft is getting shot in the southern regions, but that's not really an injury. One time I punched a barricade when I was going up to it, and I bent my wrist all badly, and that wasn't fun either. I'll have access to a 3D printer in a week. What do you want me to print you? I'll send it, and Fobby, all with snipers, going around as a team. What?
Did you skip a line?
I think I skipped a line. I'll have access to a 3D printer in a week. What do you want me to print? I'll send it. Ooh, I don't know. Any suggestions from the peanut gallery?
I'm the peanut gallery?
You
We're
are
the peanut gallery.
You're the peanut gallery.
Pictures of me.
$1 million.
Can you 3D print me $1 million? No,
I would have gone for more of a sight adjustment that has House Gamers symbol on it.
Ooh, that could be cool. If you could make like a sweet like set of sights for a gun with the House Gamers logo as the sight, I would genuinely use that on every one of my guns. That is so hot, dude. If you could do that, dude, do that. Have you ever tried to make a firing squad video with Novrich, Jet Desert Fox, Swamp Sniper, and Fobby, all with snipers going around as a team? We all live in very different places in the world, so that's hard to set up, but I'm sure at some point I'm going to play with all those guys, so just keep an eye out for the videos, don't worry. Hey Dayton, how do I go about upgrading a gas gun? What type of internal should I look for? I have never used a gas gun other than a gas blowback pistol, so I cannot help you out in any way there, sir. Anything I said about that subject would just not be trustworthy. That's an airplane. We'll be back after these messages. Alright, next question. When are you coming to Toronto? If there's an event there and I can afford it, whenever the event is that I can afford to go to. How old are you? I am 22 years of age. When are you going to play with Novrich? When I go to Austria or he comes to Canada. It's hard to play with each other when we're so far away. Are you liking YouTube so far? Honestly, getting YouTube as a job is like winning the lottery. It's not a bad setup, and with your guys' support, it's actually possible. I appreciate you guys. What does Jack look like? Well, we already established I can't actually show you what Jack looks like, so I've drawn a wonderful MS Paint or Paint.net a picture for you guys right here. This is what I think Jack looks like, expressed via Microsoft Paint. Are you ever coming to London? At some point I gotta go play with bodge ups, so yeah, at some point I'm sure I will be going to London. How tall are you? About this tall, when I'm standing up a little bit taller. How big is the Crytek SPR? I want one, and I want to know if it's really big, or if it is okay for CQB. I wouldn't recommend it for CQB, it's pretty long. But for open sort of gameplay, like in a forest and stuff like that, it's more than good enough. It is also a very sexy gun. What's my last name? That's a little bit stocky. What made you start YouTube? YouTube, for me, has sort of been like a hobby with my buddy Jack and my buddy Ben and my buddy Adam. And only recently it's sort of gained into being an actual job, and unfortunately Jack is the only person who's stuck. That sounded really rude. Unfortunately, Jack's the only one still around. Stupid Jack.
Fuck you too.
My other two friends weren't able to keep up with the YouTube schedule, so now it's just Jack and me. But it started out as a hobby, and now that it's picked up, it's become a job. So that's sort of how it started out. We used to be Minecraft YouTubers. Do you remember those days, Jack?
Dark days.
Dark days. Where do you plan on visiting or playing at soon? SoCal for sure. Gonna go be with Jed again for another milsim. So all those fields around there, and maybe on the way down I'll stop in Oregon. Turtles or tortoises? Tortoises. They live longer. Who are you? What is real? Definitely not me. Nor this video. This is just a green screen. What American airsoft sites will ship to Canada? I'm pretty sure most of them do. They don't ship the stuff that can't be shipped to Canada, so there are some guns that are under our FPS laws, and they just won't ship them. So I think if you can order a gun from the websites, you're probably going to receive it. How long have you been playing airsoft? At a field, professionally, let's call it, for somewhere like 2 years, but I've always played with my buddies in the backyard shooting at each other since I was really, really young, so I can't really put a number to how long I've played airsoft for. Can I come airsofting with you, Dayton? Yes, if you go to Panther Airsoft, any Saturday or Sunday that I'm there, you can go and play with me. It's open, I play with the public, and you guys can come say hi, and you can join in on some games. Will I ever play in Wisconsin? Yes, if there's an event happening, sure, why not? Who introduced me to airsoft? It was sort of the natural progression through Nerf to laser tag to Call of Duty to, actually shooting at people. What is your favorite gun and why? Oh, I can't play favorites, dude, but probably the Mark 23. It's just a sexy, sexy pistol. So quiet, it can shoot so far. Would you sell your soul to the best possible airsoft sniper rifle? I don't know what a sniper rifle would want my soul for, maybe to become a person, but I would give it to my own sniper rifle for free. It's gotten me through many, many a days of airsofting, and it deserves a good gift, like my soul. And on to the last page, the last question. What kind of toothpicks do you use? That's genuinely a question. I don't use toothpicks, I just floss. It keeps them nice and clean, and you don't have to go to the dentist and say, oh, we got a cavity, because you floss and you brush your teeth. Anyways, that's it for the questions. Thank you guys for sending us those questions. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to help support the channel, buy yourself some equipment like this. This adds 35 horsepower to your own body just by buying this t-shirt. And also you can get this pirate hat. Just go to Disneyland. That's where you got it, right?
Disney World.
Disney World. Go to Disney World and you can get the hat. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Dayton Reads Things on a Boat. Like I said, this is just a green screen, but it's about time we escape the boat. Jack, I made it. It wasn't a green screen.